Good morning, Jeff. How are you doing today? Happy Tuesday. Seis de Mayo. You got gray skies today too, huh? Hello, Robert. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Titus. Happy Tuesday. What time you got over there? God is great. One of these days I'm gonna have it figured out how many hours ahead you are, but I still ain't got it grasped yet. Hello, 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 and how are you? Nobody can do it like you. I just, have to make an attempt. Almost 9 o'clock. Okay. So it's almost 7 here. So what's that? You're 14 hours ahead. Okay. Maybe I can remember that. 14 hours ahead. Hello to the future. Got two famous birthdays walking with me today on my trip. Let's see. The first one that's walking with me today, today's his birthday. Anybody know this guy? I was supposed to cover up his name. Anybody know this guy? Your birthday's Friday. Happy early birthday. That's right, Willie Mays. Willie Mays' birthday, which Willie Mays passed away, but he today's his birthday. My fellow Alabamian, born on this day back in 1931. So he would have been 69 plus 25 is 94. He would have been 94 today. But he was born in Westfield, Alabama. So my fellow Alabamian. There's his stats. 660 career home runs. Pretty awesome. Not over 1,900 RBIs. Rookie of the Year, 1951. Just awesome numbers all around. Obviously, he's in the Hall of Fame. Played 22 years in the league, almost 3,000 games, over 3,000 hits, over 500 doubles, 140 triples, 660 home runs, 1,903 RBIs. Uh, yeah, that's like probably the greatest defensive play, one of the greatest defensive plays in baseball ever, for sure. My personal favorite defensive play in baseball is the time Bo Jackson threw out Harold Reynolds at home plate from the outfield wall. But the Willie Mays catch. So I guess that's my top two. My top two catches are plays, defensive plays in Major League Baseball, were both from people that were from Alabama. And then the other guy that's walking with me, today's his birthday. He's still with us. Oh man. Sorry to hear that, Robert. Dear Heavenly Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for all your blessings. We thank you for watching over us. And God, we ask you to watch over Robert during this time. God, I pray that you'll give him grace during his time of need. Lord, he needs your help. And there's an injury there, but we'll pray for it to be minimum, Lord. And I pray that you'll help him to overcome it as quick as possible. And bless the nurses and doctors, whoever tends to him, God, I pray that you tend to him through them, and may everything go well. And Lord, just something hard has happened during this day, but God, you're still good, and it's still a good day, and we give you the praise, glory, and honor. We just ask you to work in Robert's situation for your glory. In Jesus' name I pray and believe. Amen. Good morning and happy Tuesday to Blessed Mama. Appreciate you stopping by. But the other birthday, you're welcome, Robert. Um, Jose Altuve's birthday is today. For my Astros, one of the shortest guys ever in Major League history, 5'6". It's pretty cool. He's 5'6", and today he's 5'6". The date is May the 6th, which is 5'6". Today's his birthday, and he's 5'6". But he's a really great hitter. If he stays healthy over the next few years, he should be able to get to 3,000 hits, which pretty much automatically puts you into the Hall of Fame if you put up those kind of numbers. So that's what I hope for. But Altuve is one of my favorite players on my favorite team, the Astros. But today's his birthday, so happy birthday, Jose Altuve. I don't think you're watching, but if you are, happy birthday. If you're not watching, still happy birthday. And happy almost birthday to God is great. Yesterday I was reading the Bible early, and I was reading Genesis. Good morning to Brian LCS. Happy Tuesday. I was reading from the book of Genesis. Yesterday was 5/5 or May 5th. Or we're calling it, Cinco de Mayo, whatever you want to call it, 5th of May. But I was reading the 5th chapter of Genesis, the book of beginnings, and then I was reading the 5th verse, 5/5, and the fifth verse of the 5th chapter of Genesis talked about Adam, the first man, and it talked about how he lived, and then it talked about he died. He died when he was let me see, my brain still ain't fully awake, but I think it was 930. Adam lived to be 930 years old. The fourth recorded oldest person ever, 930. Now, I thought that was neat because I know that Methuselah was the oldest mentioned in the Bible, was 969. And then there was a guy named Jared, second oldest, 962. And then the third oldest is Noah, lived to be 950 years old. But the fourth oldest was Adam, the first man, 930 years old. But I was thinking about that, just thinking about life, thinking about death. We really don't talk about death enough. All right, Robert, continued prayers, man. Get well soon. Sorry to hear it, but I pray for a speedy recovery. But I was thinking about, life and death, and but anyhow, like last night, I seen where I love hymn songs, and one of the great hymn writers during our time, passed away, Squire Parsons. So I was thinking about that, and but he wrote the song Beulah Land in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee's the Southern Gospel Hall of Fame, and I remember seeing where they had the actual paper where he penned down the words to Beulah Land, his most popular song that he ever wrote. But I thought that was kind of inspirational to me to see that written down. But he had passed away last night or yesterday, some point, and but I was thinking about that, thinking about life and death, because my ultimate goal, everybody has goals in life, but I guess my ultimate goal, my number one goal, would be to go to heaven, and that's what the song Beulah Land's about. But I love the lyrics to Beulah Land. But Squire Parsons, like I said, wrote it, and he passed away yesterday. But I'm gonna sing it while I walk, and I always put this out here ahead of time. I know I'm not a good singer, but I love to sing. I love lyrics, and but just listen to the words. He says, "I'm kind of homesick for a country to which I've never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken, for time won't matter anymore. Beulah Land, I'm longing for you, and someday On thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. I'm looking now across the river to where my faith shall end inside. There's just a few more days to labor, then I will take my heavenly flight. Beulah land, I'm longing for you. And someday on thee I'll stand. And there my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. But I got to thinking about that song. He's talking about heaven, and he had wrote that song about heaven, a long time ago, and now he's there. Uh-oh, I just felt a sprinkle. Anybody got an umbrella? But this coming Sunday is Mother's Day. So if there's any mothers out there that are watching currently or will in the future, happy Mother's Day. Without mothers, none of us would be here. So we should be appreciative of our mothers. Not just for getting us here, but for a lot of things. Praying for us, loving us, different reasons. But I think the last live I told a joke since it was Mother's Day coming up. And since it looks like it's fixing to rain, I'll retell it. Why don't mom kangaroos like it when it rains? Yeah, that's it. Why don't mother kangaroos like it when it rains? Don't everybody answer at the same time. All I'm hearing is like crickets. I hear some birds. Is this thing on? Was you here the last time I told that, or you you already knew it? I can't remember. That's no fair if you were here the last time. Yep, that is it. Why don't mother kangaroos like it when it rains? Because the kids have to stay inside. Well, that's good that you remembered. I got short-term memory loss, so I'd be done for. Well, I guess I didn't forget it, so I retold it. So excuse me. The pollen is real. Mr. Sun's trying to come out, peeking out from behind the clouds. Reminds me of another song called Drinking from My Saucer. It goes like this. I've never made a fortune, and it's probably too late now. Oh, but I don't worry about that much, 'cause I'm happy anyhow. And as I go along life's journey, I'm reaping better than I've sowed. I'm drinking from my saucer, 'cause my cup has overflowed. I ain't got a lot of riches, and sometimes the going gets rough. But I've got a friend in Jesus, and that makes me rich enough. Well, I thank God for all his blessings on me, and all the mercy that he's bestowed. I'm drinking from my saucer, 'cause my cup has overflowed. Oh, sure. I've been through some storms. And yes, I'm sure there were times when my faith had got a little thin. But you know what? It seemed like one day, all at once, those dark clouds broke. And that old sun, she started shining again. So Lord, help me not to grumble and complain about the tough roads I have hoed. I'm drinking from my saucer, 'cause my cup has overflowed. And if I should go on living, and if the way gets steep and rough, I won't ask for other blessings, 'cause I'm already blessed enough. And may I never be too busy, dear Lord, to help another bear his load. I'm drinking from my saucer, 'cause my cup has overflowed. Yes, I'll keep drinking from my saucer, Lord, 'cause my cup has overflowed. My cup has overflowed. Good morning to 603 Magnet Pirate Jason. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well on this 6th day of May 2025 edition. Yeah, I think it's more charged this time. I think that was some other kind of notification. So you got homework. You got some homework. Hello to John P. Adventures. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. We have armadillos here. Um, I don't usually see them when I'm walking, but usually I see them at night. But yes, no, when did I go walking last? A few days ago, I went walking and seen a possum and a deer. Um, Different days, see different things. Snakes. It's starting to heat up, so which I ain't looking forward to seeing snakes, but once it starts heating up, they start moving. Yeah, we have rattlesnakes. Oak snakes probably the ones I see the most, but we have rattlesnakes. There's a lot of different kind of snakes. Um, it was funny. Let's see what. I think it was night before last. It was. It was probably 10 at night. It was dark, and I was walking out in the yard, and well, I was actually like coming down the ramp, and like when I got toward the end of the ramp, there's a tree that's overhanging there, and I hear something falling through the tree. I mean, you hear it falling through the trees, making noises. I mean, you can hear it as it's hitting different limbs, rattling the leaves. Something's falling. I don't know if it's a snake. I don't know what it is. I just know something's definitely falling through the limbs up high, and it's dark and I can't see. So I hurry up and get out from under the tree, and I watch, and it's a squirrel, and he hits the ground. And then the cat's like eyeballing him like supper, you know. And so he jumps up on the arm of the ramp, and he's just sitting there like all cute. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna get this on video. So I aim my phone at this squirrel, and it's not a brand new baby squirrel, but it's not an adult either. It's like in between. It was small. So as I'm about to get ready to film him, and the cat, he's down on the ground like looking up at him, but he, getting him. But anyhow, this squirrel, he leaps, and you've heard of flying squirrels. Now I know why they call them flying squirrels. He like leaps and like he's like gliding through the air like slow motion, and lands right on my chest. So here I am with a squirrel on my chest trying to film, But anyhow, it like crawled over my shoulder and onto my back, and then jumped down on the ground, and then like the cat's chasing him. But that was like the weirdest thing. Greetings from Birmingham. And hello to Anita. And good morning to Justin, Three Good Nerds. How are you doing today? Yeah, right. Christmas vacation. Anybody else got potholes? I don't know if y'all been in like my lives before when I like filmed the potholes, but here's my idea. If you've already heard it, I'm sorry, but here's my idea. Like, they don't seem to get in any hurry to fill in the potholes. So like I figured like we could plant like a rose bush or some kind of potted plant and just like beautify the pothole until they decide to fill it back in for the time being. Just beautify the situation. What y'all think? I don't know what would work in there. I don't know if it would be a rose bush or what kind of plant, but any suggestions, ideas? Y'all think that's a good idea, bad idea? Uh, but this pothole kind of looks like this pothole kind of looks like Miss Pac-Man. What y'all think? Yeah, road flower. Y'all think it looks like Miss Pac-Man? Can y'all kind of see that? But it's kind of like when life hands you a lemon, you make lemonade. And I figure with potholes and they're not going to fix the situation, you might as well beautify the situation, with a rose bush or something. But happy Tuesday to Aries World. Happy 6 de Mayo. That's only if you hit the pothole, you call a mechanic. If you avoid the pothole, you don't call the mechanic. And that's kind of part of my motive to putting the like rose bush in it. It'll like deter people from hitting the pothole. Like if you're riding down the road and you see a rose bush in the road, you're gonna go around it. So you're not gonna knock your line, mess your lining up. You're just gonna admire the beauty of the rose bush. Now I'm not gonna stick my tongue out. That's rude. And I'm not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, he can stick his tongue out. Hello to Judy. Yeah, I'm fixing to shut her down too, Jeff. I appreciate you stopping by. Jose Altuve says, "Thank you for being here, Jeff." He appreciates you for being here today. Shout out to Jeff for stopping by. Happy birthday, Jose Altuve. Happy Tuesday to Nature Dog Realms. Appreciate you stopping by. We have an overcast sky today. Mr. Sun keeps trying to peek out. I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, but whatever it'll be, it'll be. I like how the Skepenine vine looks like a heart. You can already see the little tiny Skepenines. But happy birthday to Jose Altuve. I dropped him in the road. Maybe nobody will run over him. I was trying to find Willie Mays. Happy birthday to Willie Mays. Willie Mays and Jose Altuve, born on May the 6th. Yeah, buried treasure. I remember when I was a kid, I used to do the pirate thing, you know, and like hide stuff in the ground and then forget, kind of like a squirrel. Forget where I buried it, and then my whatever my childhood toy was, that was all she wrote, whether it be Hot Wheels or me and my brother used to draw the map out, you know, on the, like get a piece of notebook paper and draw out the map, treasure map, where the treasure chest was. What a pleasant surprise. But boy was you had a Nintendo, but boy was Grandpa mad. Grandpa was mad. Them young whippersnappers got my wallet. You can see there Willie Mays born on this day, 5/6/31. So he would have been 69 plus 25, 94 years old today. I think he passed away last year. But born right here in Alabama, Westfield, Alabama. The plane, boss, the plane. What y'all think, like a rose bush planted right there? Good morning, National Parks Princess. Happy Tuesday, May the 6th. 6 de Mayo. Good morning, Larry. Knock, knock. No, I'm just walking down the road in the neighborhood, beside the road. Well, if nobody's gonna say who's there, I'll have to answer my own door. Who's there? Banana. Banana who? Knock, knock. 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 Who's there? Orange. Orange who? Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? That's like one of the oldest knock knock jokes ever. But if you don't like retell them after like a certain amount of time, they become extinct. I was telling when I first started walking, I was telling people this morning that one of my favorite hymn songwriters, like modern songwriters, passed away yesterday. So I sung one of his songs, but I don't know if y'all ever heard him, but his name was Squire Parsons. But he passed away yesterday. But he wrote the song Beulah Land. He wrote a lot of other songs too, and but I was thinking about him, and I was thinking about how he wrote the song Beulah Land. It's about heaven, and now he's there, which is pretty cool. Cool for him, not for his family or those that miss him. But hello to Wilbur, my neighbor to the north. Happy Tuesday. If y'all have never been to Larry's channel, check him out. I haven't been to his channel but one time, or maybe twice, but I was there the other day and he was playing songs on his guitar, and like I requested a few songs and he played them. So shout out to Larry. He played me some George Strait, uh, and some, what else? Randy Travis. About time for some blueberries. Do y'all have blueberries where y'all are at? They haven't turned yet, but they'll be turning blue probably the end of this month or the first of next month. Lots of blueberries in Nova Scotia. Raspberry. I love some blackberries. I don't like getting messed up with them thorns, but my mom used to make a good blackberry pie. Haven't had one of those in a long time. All right. We're all going to work with NPP. Let's all sing karaoke in NPP's car. What should we sing? Crank up the guitar, Larry. Let's sing a song in the car. Car karaoke. Yeah, Larry was doing my one of my favorite George Strait songs. Love without end, amen. Working 9 to 5. I think she's going in earlier than 9 though, because let's see, she's a couple hours ahead of me, so I guess she's working 6 to working 6 to 2. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, let's sing some Dolly Parton car karaoke. Do you know any Dolly Parton songs, Larry? Strum that guitar. Hello to my life, sunny side up. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I don't think Dolly Parton sung "Take This Job and Shove It." I was thinking about Dolly Parton though this morning. Um, One of my latest jokes though is I'm on the Dolly Parton diet. Yeah, I'm trying to go lean, go lean, go lean, go lean. But one of the things I was thinking about, the guy that I mentioned that passed away yesterday, Squire Parsons, he wrote the song Beulah Land, right? And one, I love that song. It's about heaven, but I had went to Dollywood, you know, Dolly Parton's theme park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I'd went there, and they have the Southern Gospel Hall of Fame inside Dollywood. They got a building there, and so I'm walking around looking at different things. It's really cool. I love gospel music and a lot of different things in there. And one of the things I seen was a handwritten note of where he had penned the words to Beulah Land, Squire Parsons. So I was like inspired by that. And also they had like Dolly Parton's childhood home there, and it had like her coat of many colors. The song she wrote, "Coat of Many Colors," it had the actual coat of many colors. Is David Allan Coe any kin to Edgar Allan Poe? I don't know either. Not usually people's names rhyme. I don't mean they're related, but I just had to throw it out there. Yeah, that's a good song, Sydney Cat. I like to collect autographs, and I never got Dolly Parton's autograph, but my brother did. Well, since you mentioned the song, Sydney Cat, you gotta lead us all. We're all in NPP's car singing car karaoke, so you gotta lead us because I don't remember how the song. I mean, I know how the tune goes, but I can't remember the lyrics. Y'all all dropping the lyrics. Y'all supposed to be singing, not writing down the song. Y'all trying to make me sing. I ain't gonna do it. Here you come again. That's it. Here you come again, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Well, guys, my time is up, and I thank y'all for yours. But I appreciate everybody that stopped by today. It means a lot. I hope you have a great Tuesday. Seis de Mayo. And just want to remind everybody that I love everybody. I don't hate anybody, and it's all because of somebody who died for me. But God bless y'all. Hope to see you somewhere again down the road. There you go again.